Okay. Um, basically, after he shot me up with that, my whole world was different. It corrupted my brain so fucking much, dude. I, God, I don't even. You don't do that to a 14-year-old. You know, you just don't do that. You don't do that to anybody. You, if someone wants to do drugs, that's prerogative. Their prerogative. But you don't need to bring other people into doing them drugs unless they want to do those drugs. You know, my buddies want to smoke weed for the first time. I can get it, but we don't hang out as much because we live like an hour apart from each other now. So, and the other guy, Devin, he moved to Georgia and got married. And Justin lives in Alabaster, and I live in Talladega. So, you know, we don't get that opportunity to, and he wants to because he's never done it before. But you know, he he wants a babysitter. He doesn't want to do it by himself. You know. Dang, I don't know where these are now. Yeah. Let's go back to a comment made. Fucking messages. Um. Where did the? It might just have to do it from here. Nope. Let's see. Sorry, I'm having to pull it up. Okay. Tim Shufflebottom. Yes, it's brutal. I have to put the blame on myself for that, though, because ever since I got a computer, I mean, I was hallucinating then, I just thought it was my imagination, but when I got a computer, I was like 11, and I watched a lot of gore videos on it. I'm not proud of that. I mean, that stuck with me till I was like 16 or 17. Just liking watching people die, or, you know, seeing death firsthand. I like a lot of suicide videos. I liked a lot of beheading and hanging. I didn't really like murder that much. I don't like raping at all. I'm not into necrophilia. Um, I like car crashes because they looked. Um, this is really embarrassing for me to talk about, but it's essential for you to understand the stuff I've seen that have turned into what they are now. I thought death was beautiful. Was beautiful. Yeah. I thought that I romanticized it. The corpses and the people and the things I watched at a younger age have affected me now. When I first started having schizophrenia, or got diagnosed with it, and I was seeing the people and hearing voices and stuff. That was like a year before or after I got this diagnosis. I mean, a year after I made this YouTube channel, I believe. But let me pull this back up. Not Blizzard. Let's see. Yes. To the voices. Um, that's changed over time, just like the hallucinations have changed over time. I mean, I have. It changes with the medication, and it changes with how much body weight I have, and how much, what times I take my medication, and how I take them, and situations like that. So, I've never really had good voices. They used to start off by talking about shit that was really fucked up, and I'm fucked up. I mean, I just told you all about that stuff. I mean, I was a fucked up kid. But, I think that's why they look so brutal. I mean, I didn't, like, Anthony came out of nowhere. You know, not he now, but when he did, and when I described with him, he was, first 2 visits, he was good. Third time, put me in the hospital. Having such commands that were, I'm not going to say them because it's embarrassing. You know, fuck it, I gotta say it. To make people look at me poorly, but this is not me. These thoughts, these hallucinations, these things, they're not me and who I am. They wanted me to kill and rape children. For the longest time. They would, if I ever saw a child out in public, they were, you know, under 10, they wanted me to snuff them out, basically, and then fuck their corpse. And they would say stuff like that. Or they would tell me to go skin my dogs. And then they would tell me to go kill my family and leave Isabella alive. And just things like that, man. It just got worse and worse and worse. And for the past 4 months, I barely had... I mean, I still see things every day. Random things. I've seen a tiger out there the other night. Like a little miniature tiger that was like, hell, like this long, kind of. And like that tall. I just walked past my table while I was smoking. So it's not all bad hallucinations. Like when I had the gorilla on top of the thing in my old house, playground at my old house. Yes, the good voices started coming through when I started taking Seroquel. There have been very friendly ones. There are ones that just talk randomly with each other about stuff. And yeah, so I never really had those at first. You know, I never got the pleasure of a nice voice until about 4 or 5 months ago. And when they turned into that, as I got on the Seroquel more, after about 3 months, they disappeared. All I've heard is whispers. Some days like today, I heard somebody. Well, 4 people, actually. No, 5. Hell. Yeah, 5. So it's really a hard thing to do and deal with, but it's just more of an annoyance now. I have no inclination to do what the voices tell me to do, unless they're good voices, and even they don't command me. They're just like, hey, you know, why don't you want to talk, you want to listen to this, you know, what do you want to do today? You know, just things like that. I mean, they will literally ask me how my day's going and what I would like to do for the rest of the day. If I'm hungry, if I'm tired, if, you know, they're nice. And they're my friends sometimes, but they never stay. You know, they're gone by the time I take my medication, or sometimes they stay for 2 or 3 days, and it's great. It's like having another friend, but it's not. God, I'm getting this one wrong. Okay, after that question, and thanks for giving me good topics, Thomas. No, Tim. Thank you very much. The thing that happened after the heroin is he gave me more and more pills until I was pretty much addicted. I've struggled with substance abuse my whole life. Just with pills and weed and stuff like that. You know, if it was in my house, I mean, I even got taken 80 to 90 Benadryl a day just to not even be here. You know, I mean, I didn't get high. It was just, I don't even know why I did it. It was just a way to self-medicate in any way, form, or fashion. I just felt very calm. But in turn, I was like, you know, I wasn't making correct sentences. It scared my friends so bad they actually had an intervention with me about it, with my parents. And, yes, that's how that went. But thanks to him, I've had a lot of issues with drugs, but through God and through different things, I have overcome those. Now all I do is smoke weed every now and then and drink every now and then. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'm having to cut it short. We're cut it at 9.